everybody. Welcome to Cox Connections. Brad Grundmeyer, Director of Public Government Affairs for Cox, Louisiana. Thank you so much for tuning into our show. In this segment, talking about a fantastic program called Build Now and the great work that they've been doing in the New Orleans area really since 2008. It's a nonprofit 501c3 that's helped to revitalize New Orleans neighborhoods by designing and constructing affordable, self-built, elevated homes, and it's just fantastic. We've got great pictures to show you. Happy to be joined in this segment by Miss Jackie Hill, who's the Executive Director of Build Now, as well as Miss Nikki Najiola, who is the Sales Director for Build Now. Thank you both for coming by.
Thanks for having us.
Great program. Congratulations. We've, after Katrina, we've heard so much about a lot of great organizations that were helping in so many different aspects. So it's nice that everybody's finding these niches that truly people were in need of having, and that's fantastic. But you guys really come at it from a different angle with providing a floor plan, how would I say, a design, a step that is a very difficult step for some people to make, and really kind of helping them move along in the process in a more expedient way than they might have done previously.
And that's correct. Build Now is a local nonprofit organization dedicated to helping residents obtain the resources to help them build new, quality, affordable homes in our city's underpopulated neighborhoods. Yeah. And I think you touched upon it earlier. We really want to be is a one-stop shop for new construction building in New Orleans. And so, short answer, what we do, we're a licensed general contractor. We build homes, but as a nonprofit, we do so much more than that. Basically, we walk
tell
people.
Me about some of those services.
We walk them through the entire rebuilding process, kind of a concierge service of sorts, in the sense that we sit down with them and we put together a funding package to give them the resources to build. We then use one of our 16 custom home plans and specify that to what they need, their circumstances, and then we file any requisite building permits, variances, work with HGLC. And other city groups, and then we actually build the home with our licensed general construction team.
Now, my interesting question, in 2008, obviously when it started 3 years after Katrina, it must have evolved. I mean, so as it has evolved, how have you done your part through your mission to meet the needs of the community?
Right. So initially, we were helping a lot of people build on their vacant lots, and they lost their home, unfortunately, to Katrina. And they were using, road home monies, hazard mitigation funds, insurance, of course. And there's a lot of work to be done there. We certainly still work with that community. But I would say that it's evolved in the sense that we're working a lot more with first-time home buyers and using other funding sources like the City Soft Second program to help them. And we have a program here at Build Now called the Own Now NOLA program, where we're able to help first-time home buyers who maybe don't own a lot. We're able to actually help them obtain one of our donated lots. We're able to give that to them and then help them use resources that are now available like the City Soft Second program and other resources. And what's really exciting, I think, in New Orleans right now is that, there's never been a better time to buy. There's so many resources available, and fortunately, everyone's working together. And so, you have nonprofits like ourselves who are helping residents navigate the difficult process of building a home. We're working with city partners like Nora to obtain these road home, these blighted and vacant lots, and help build homes on those lots. And then the City Soft Second program, so you have monies to build. And then finally, the banks, they're working with us as well.
Sure.
we're having
and what great opportunities are out there with the banking.
Loan products to help people who maybe have less than perfect credit, but want to build a home. So finally, it seems like everyone's working together and talking about how do we make the dream of home ownership a reality for so many New Orleans residents.
Nikki, great story that you have with Build Now. Tell me about how many homes that you've completed and where are they located throughout the city. And we actually have some pictures to show in just a second.
Well, we've completed about 55 houses, and we have another dozen or so under construction right now, and probably another 10 or so that we haven't broken ground on. We work throughout the Orleans
They're beautiful.
Parish.
Look at them.
Yes,
just
they are.
Absolutely fantastic.
Thank
and you said there's 16 designs.
That's right. That's right. 16 different floor plans for folks to choose from. Many of them designed for the narrow lots. You may have a piece of property that's only 30 feet wide. That's pretty typical in New Orleans.
Yeah, very much so.
So we have plans to fit there. That's a good example.
I was about to say,
there.
this is a great example of that.
Right there. And we work with folks. If they need a little bit of tweaking, we can help them to make that home fit exactly for their needs and their family.
And so they are kind of peppered throughout the area.
They are, mostly in the devastated neighborhoods of New Orleans, of course, but we also have built in St. Bernard, Jefferson Parish, on the West Bank, wherever people need us to go within you know, driving distance for our workers.
And Jackie was talking a little bit about the individuals, those who are actually benefiting from the great work of Build Now. What typically is the type of client that you have or you're looking for with this program?
Well, we'll help anyone that has the need. We don't have any specific criteria. They don't have to have a specific income requirement or anything like that. Anybody who has a need, we're more than happy to sit down with them and see if we can craft a solution for whatever circumstances they're facing. But typically, we're working with the working class folks, you know, those people that have, most of the people that were affected by originally, the clientele that came in originally were people that owned their homes prior to Katrina and lost it. So they already went through the process of getting a home mortgage and that. So they were pretty familiar with that process again. And now, like Jackie said, we're working with first-time home buyers, so it's a little bit more of an education process. But people just need to bring us, you know, those documents that the bank is going to be looking for when they go to make a home mortgage, and we're going to sit down with them and kind of groom them on what to expect.
Because, you know, you're the expert. Many come, you know, please help me.
That's exactly right.
I got a job to do, or I have a family to raise.
And we just hold their hand and take them right through the process.
And I'm sure it's so much appreciated. Jackie, tell me, the architecture that we saw is very unique in the way that the homes that you guys structure them, as well as the architectural style.
Right. So we were founded in 2008 by a local architect, William Monahan, and his daughter, Tess Monahan, who felt after the storm that there weren't enough resources for new construction here in New Orleans. You know, New Orleans is unique in that we have a lot of narrow lots. And how do you build, you know, better, greener, smarter after the storm? And so Mr. Monahan took upon the task of developing these 16 plans that were homes that were all in the New Orleans style, so they would incorporate well into the fabric of our pre-existing neighborhoods, but also incorporating green building technologies and modern amenities. So of course, again, you know, building smarter, and how do we make these homes hurricane ready?
You know, knock on wood. In June,
yes.
We're talking about safeguards to obviously protect your house, and so those are a part of the plan as well.
Right, and a couple, I guess, you know, Build Now technologies that we incorporate. One would be our piling system. So historically, you know, a lot of homes were built with a pier and slab system. So we use a piling system that drives the piles, you know, 35 feet deep into the ground, and then that's incorporated into, you know, the joists and the building as well. You know, we don't have eaves on the side of our house. That reduces the uplift from hurricane winds. And of course, building high, we're building at a minimum. We make everybody build 3 feet above the curb, or at least a half a foot above any FEMA standards. And finally, our building envelope is really unique. We actually tie the rafters and the ceiling joists into the wall, and then that's tied into the floor joists. Instead of like all incorporated, right? Instead of like the rafters just kind of sitting on top of the stud wall and being strapped in, this is actually integrated into the stud wall.
And that's fantastic because, as you well know, you know, we've learned to build a better beast after Katrina, and it goes to organizations such as yours. If someone's watching, maybe they're interested in learning about how your organization can support them. Could you give us a web address as well as a phone number for them?
The best number to call would be 504. 373-6962.
Or 324-4592.
That's what we have up on the screen. Also, no, that's all right. And the website is BuildNowNola.
Correct. And stop by and come see us. My office is at the Healing Center at St. Cloud and St. Rock, and then we have our model house out at 5713 Elysian Fields.
So we can catch you, Nikki, over there, and Jackie, we can catch you
at
the main office. Well, thank you guys so much. Again, if you're out there wanting to know about how you can financially support, I'm sure you're always looking for financial support to continue the programs that you're offering. Do that at buildnownola.com. And of course, if you're looking to be a home builder, a homeowner, I should say, check them out at 324-4593 and the great work that you're doing. Jackie, Nikki, thank you very much for coming. Continued success.
Thank you.
Great to have you. All right, everybody. That wraps up this segment of Cox Connections. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.